What are you doing?
Taking a picture.
Oh, he's taking a picture. Did you ask his permission if you could take his picture?
It's of you with an angry face.
Oh, that's every
He's
day,
smiling.
bro.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to It's a Hawaii Thing. I'm Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee. We do a show, we talk to people, and it's a podcast, and it's that kind of show.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess.
We have a great guest today. I met this guy in high school.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't in high school.
You weren't in high school. Let's be clear.
But I was close to the age in high school.
Okay.
He's a local boy from Kailua. He went to Punahou.
Right.
We had his sister on our show
Yes,
not too long ago. He's been a part of Diamond Head Theater, 24/7 dance force. He won brown bags to stardom in 2001. He went to UCLA, went to film school. Also, he has some nice credits to his resume. All My Children, Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars, and he's doing theater in LA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sterling Sulieman. How you doing, brother?
What's up? What's up? I'm doing good. Doing good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Do you remember the last time I saw you?
Here we go.
I mean, do I remember it? Clear as day. Yeah.
Clear as day. Do you remember where it was?
The last at the Shell.
Yes, that was the last
Brown
time.
bags at the Shell back then?
Yeah.
The finals were, yeah.
Dang.
Very talented. You did an awesome job.
Thank you. Gosh, that was really fun. I remember that was a really fun day.
I remember your sister saying you had like backup dancers and you had like a whole, it was like a Robert Palmer-esque sort of like production. It was like a production.
I was like, I'm not as talented as my sister. I'm going to need to pull out all the stops.
What was she the year before you, or was it 2 years before
I think
you?
2 years.
2 years before you.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it wasn't back to back.
No, it wasn't back to
Okay, got
back.
it.
But I do remember meeting both of them at this talent search.
Right.
And I do now remember that you brought it up. He had the full package. Because, when you're in high school, you don't really think of the full package. But you had the Hollywood stint down already before
Shouldn't say
Hollywood.
full
I mean, that was the 24/7 dance force influence right
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were like channeling your inner Marcella Pakleb.
Exactly.
Are you
I was
still
like, we need a
dancing?
costume change.
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Are you still dancing?
No, not really as much. I mean, I do shows that still have dancing in
Dance
them, but I'm
elements.
not like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, when I watch people dance too, I'm like, how are you guys not tired? How did I do this?
I'm an actor now. I don't really do those things. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I
But
walk,
do you
I
miss
move,
it? You
I
must
suggest
miss it.
it.
You must miss it.
I do miss it, and like, yeah, I still like to dance. Like, I take some salsa classes and stuff. I still gotta get in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how's the acting going with everything that's been going on for the past couple of years? You back on auditioning?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, the world has changed a little bit. Like, we definitely don't go in the room to audition anymore.
Yeah.
It's all at home. So it's like my house is now. I'm just always in different
studio.
rooms doing all kinds of stuff in here.
Right.
But yeah, it's going good. It's a little different on set too. There's like less people. Everyone's got the mask on, and it's a little different. You don't get to all eat lunch together.
Right.
They're like, go to your room.
Eat your food.
I've always been fascinated with these daytime drama shows, soap operas. I was a big fan of Young and the Restless, and I
Wouldn't have guessed it.
yeah, I watched it all through high school. It was the weirdest thing, and I watched Young and the Restless in a kitchen when I was cooking at this restaurant. They had a big TV in it, and as we were cooking, we watched Young and the Restless. When you guys shoot these things, people don't realize that it's back to back to back to back. It's not like shooting a movie, is it?
No, it's so fast. Like, you do like a couple takes. They have all the cameras, and like, if you get it a little wrong, they're like, it's fine. Like,
Moving
Really?
on.
yeah, you have to be like, okay, I better be like ready to go. Like, normal TV, they're like, we're taking it again. We're doing it from
Right.
another angle. Soap is so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Did you
shot
like
where's that shot? Those are all East Coast, most of them, are they?
Most
All
of
My
them,
Children was CBS, wasn't it? No.
No, it was ABC. That was in New York. It moved out here. I think Bold and the Beautiful is out here, and General
Okay.
Hospital is out
Is
here.
in
Oh,
LA.
General Hospital.
They're
Okay.
all still on air?
Yeah.
Wow.
And some of them are still there from 20 years ago. Victor Newman is still Victor Newman.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Do you like that style of shooting?
I mean, it definitely helps you get ready for future things, because it's like you really have to be on top of it. You have a lot of words, and you have to get through them really fast, and they're not gonna like baby you.
Yeah.
Right.
I was watching an interview with one of the big names from Young and the Restless, and they said it was kind of like being a vampire because it was dark. For morning, get there at 6. They didn't leave till it got dark, and it went like that for 5-6 days a week. So they never saw sunlight. That's what they said.
Wow.
Because you're in a sound stage.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty incredible.
My favorite part of soap acting is like when you're done talking, they're like, just keep staring.
Pause.
Until
Dramatic. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break right now. When I go to take a break, let's take a dramatic pause together, okay? On the 3, 2. We'll be right back with more It's a Hawaii Thing.
This is awkward.
That's it.
That's how you do it, right? Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHI THING. Long's Drugs is always here for Hawaii, providing your family with their local favorites, accessible health and wellness services to keep you safe and healthy. Make Long's a part of your day. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We're talking story with Sterling Sulieman, actor, singer, dancer, and I understand you are taking up screenwriting.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, how's that going?
Coming in hot. Okay.
It's going pretty good. I'm working on an animated series with my writing partner for kids. So that's been really fun. That was our COVID project.
Oh, got
You know how
it.
it is. Yeah.
Do you like writing?
Yeah, I really do. It's fun to create something out of nothing versus trying to fit into someone else's puzzle. So,
Yeah.
Holla.
Yeah.
Was that always been the dream?
I guess so. I know, I started fooling around with it a little bit in college, and then I put it down, but now I've picked it back up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Punahou, though. Like, we're forged in the fires.
Yeah.
You never say no because you never know where it's going to come from. You gotta
Brooke
be
went to
ready.
Punahou, by the way.
We gotta be ready and
Ayo.
willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke went to Punahou.
Ready, willing, and able.
Were you
At
guys
all
around the
times.
same age?
I wish we
You
were
ever
the
see him
same
in school?
age. I wish.
You ever see Brooke in school?
Y'all,
We
let
were
me be-
all in high school together.
Let me be honest. Boys did not look like you when I was in school. I've said this before. I'm like, if boys looked like you when I was in school, I would have never made it to Miss Universe.
She wore her nice
I'd been
clothes for
married,
this interview,
had
Sterling.
kids. It would have been a
Yeah.
whole different experience. No, I love Mark Campbell. I love all you boys from the 80s. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Next wave, next gen.
Look
Next
at
gen,
that.
2.0,
The next wave.
3.0.
How often do you come home, Sterling?
Once or twice a year. I got to be home for like 3 months in the beginning of the year. I did Magnum and I Know What You Did Last summer.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's
That
nice.
your
Got to
sister
be
was
home.
hyping you. She was hyping you up
That's
on our
right.
interview.
I paid
You
her
guys
to
were
hype me up.
very maximizing your
Yeah.
your time, your downtime while you were.
Ruben, didn't you
Yeah.
work on I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Kino did.
Oh, in Kino too. Our sound guy and our director worked on that movie
and that
too.
has
great.
that dropped yet?
No, next year, huh?
No, it's out.
It's out.
Oh, it's
right?
out already.
Okay.
I didn't even see
It's a
it.
TV series on Netflix. It's not a
Amazon.
movie.
What is it? Amazon.
What?
Amazon.
On Amazon
Amazon
Prime.
Prime.
Yeah.
So how many episodes are there?
8. I want to.
8 of them. And what part did you get?
I'm the medical examiner.
Of course
Okay.
you are.
Yeah,
You went to Punahou.
That's
I
right.
expect no less.
I was like, he's dead.
And then you stare intensely.
Check. Yeah. Pause. Yeah. And did you enjoy it? Did you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you like to do more? Movies, TV? What do you like?
Ooh. I think TV, especially if you are recurring on it for a while, because you don't have to like figure out who the character is anymore, and then you get to just play within the world. So that's kind of fun. Other times you're
And
always
then
like,
the regular paychecks are always super
Oh,
fun
residuals
too.
are amazing.
I love regular
Yeah,
money.
like,
I'll say it. I love money.
Punching in is cool.
They call that mailbox money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there
Mailbox money.
anything or anybody you would like to work with? Who did you look up to? Who would you like to work with?
Ooh. I mean, I always really wanted to work with Robin Williams because he did so many,
He's the
especially
best.
kids movies during our childhood.
Right.
So, I mean, I can't do that.
No.
But,
Without a Ouija board, but
yeah, that's it. Just a Ouija board.
just you guys, yeah.
Anybody else?
I mean, pretty much everybody else. I
Yeah.
would love to do like Marvel stuff. I would love to do more comedy.
Yeah.
All the greats. I would love to
Yeah.
work with any of them. Yeah.
Do you do acting classes, Sterling? Do you take acting classes?
I do. I've taken every class you can think of.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Since college, I did Groundlings. I did all the
Okay.
like comedy
Improv,
stuff.
yeah.
Street, yeah. What else? I did a clowning class. It was
Really?
most
What is
What is a
terrifying.
clowning class?
Like how you do your mama.
No, that's not clowning.
Yeah, you start clowning on people.
Seriously?
I mean,
That's like an improv class, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because
terrifying.
it's very improv and it's very
Well, I seriously
observant.
thought it was like clowns, like in a room.
yeah. Well, you could do a clowning class too, like that, where they teach you how to
And
be a
that's
clown.
horrifying to some people because people are scared of clowns.
Well, if you're gonna work
Just
for
full
like
makeup.
Cirque, yeah, if you're gonna work for like Cirque
Terrifying.
Soleil, then you would take a clown class.
Okay.
Because they actually have clown university or something like
Right.
that, which is interesting.
I mean, circus folk. They have a
Yeah.
whole life.
Circus folk. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carnies.
you really think about it. There's only a couple people in the world that can act without saying anything, like Mr. Bean and I don't know who else. But if you're in like a Cirque show or a Vegas show, you're not talking, right?
Mothers
There's
have to do it every day.
overacting.
What?
Yeah, overacting.
Bean
They
is
are.
a
No, we
clown, for sure.
can't react, but love people even though we want to kill people. No, it's a thing.
Mr. Bean is a clown without makeup, is what he is. We got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Sterling is hanging out with us. It's a Hawaii thing. This show is brought to you by Atlas Construction, Hawaii's #1 builder for 9 years in a row. Call them at 808-951-9500 for the quality and service you deserve today. HEC Medical Clinic, Dr. Aries Oda, Hawaii's #1 laser weight loss center for weight loss, reverse diabetes, and heart disease. Call today for your limited time special, only $37. Lose 1 to 2 inches instantly. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. You got Lanai, Brooke, and Sterling. We're talking about his glorious career in Hollywood.
And you're a
Yes.
vampire.
Did you move from right after graduation to Hollywood to go chase your dreams?
Yeah, I chased myself to UCLA first.
UCLA Film School.
Because he went to Punahou, and that's what
Yeah.
good Punahou
Yeah.
boys do.
I was like, I have to get this degree. And
Get
then
the degree.
went right into LA. Yeah.
Okay. And what was your first big acting gig? Like the
Ooh.
paycheck was good.
The first one was All My Children.
Was it?
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that was the first big one. I think the first thing out of school, I went on tour as a dancer for a bit. And then I booked All My Children. I was like, oh, I'm really doing
Yeah.
Right.
it. And that moved me to New York, actually. So that was fun.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Your sister
because-
mentioned that. No,
Yeah.
I always ask people what was your first gig, especially from Hawaii, because Hawaii people will say, "Oh, I did a commercial for Bank of Hawaii or whatever." And then when you get a taste of real money in LA, then you're like, "Screw this! I'm moving to LA and getting a real paycheck." You know what I mean?
Big paychecks. Yeah.
'Cause that's what hook. That's the hook, right? You're like, I can do this.
Did you just shame
For
the local
sure.
film market?
Yes,
Is that
I
what
did.
You just? Okay.
Yeah, I'm part of the local film market.
Okay.
I did some farm fair
Things
commercials
are big
as a
here,
kid.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Did you do Farm Fair? What other
yeah.
local commercials did you do?
I think I did Farm Fair and Foodland at one point.
Hey,
You
those
did
are
Foodland?
good. That's a good
Foodland's
gig.
a big deal.
Yes.
I mean, it's not CW, but for us locals here on
Yeah.
the island,
That's a good gig.
Big deal. Yeah.
Foodland's a big deal. They
Yeah.
have standards.
They do. they really do, because I've auditioned for at least 10 other commercials,
You've
and they're
never
like,
got it?
no, not this
I
guy.
love you, Foodland.
Yeah.
Boop.
We don't believe you shop at Foodland.
Yeah, we don't. You're a Times supermarket kind of person.
Oh,
We love you, Times.
which
Okay.
is no longer local.
What?
Times is no longer local.
When did that
It was
happen?
bought by Don Quixote.
When?
Yeah, it's so sad.
Wait, so is it not going to be Times anymore?
It is, but
Oh.
it's not
Are
locally
you
owned.
like giving us secret sauce? Are we not supposed to know this?
I think everybody knows that. Everybody
Oh.
knows that. Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
come
Now we
for
know.
me, Don Quixote.
Yeah, everybody does
Everything
now.
changes so much. Every time I come
know.
home, I'm like, what?
So
Where did everything go?
crazy.
Yeah.
What do you miss when you're away?
I mean,
boy.
mostly the food for sure.
That's the thing.
Food, people,
Yeah.
weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
The
what is
whole
your
vibe of being home?
what's your restaurant that you have to go visit while you're home?
Well, honestly, they keep changing and disappearing. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a sad truth right
Yeah,
there.
it really
That
is.
a sad truth.
I used to go just any plate lunch place in Kailua is usually where I end up.
Yeah, as long as you get 2 scoops rice and max out.
you're,
Exactly.
You're a windward boy. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, that's
Little-
a spinning wheel.
a
It's
little bit
spinning
more
wheel on
upscale.
but windward, like they pop up and then they go away. I
Yeah.
mean, it's hard on the
Yeah.
windward side to keep it open.
True.
You know?
It's literally a new place every time I go. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's
What
here?
happened to the other one?
Yeah.
But when you were at Punahou, you must have.
Why do you say it with such emphasis? When you say Punahou, you sound like you're smelling something bad.
Punahou.
You were like, when you were at Punahou, it's like
When you
what?
were at the Ho school,
Wow.
did you go to any of the places around there? Because do you remember across the street from Zippy's in Washington Intermediate on that corner?
That's
a lot
on
of the
the
Punahou kids used to go behind Obama's house. I think it was called Chubby's. It was like a plate lunch
Oh, it
place.
was like a little like
Hole in the wall.
He's
Yeah.
too young. It was
No,
gone.
it was
Young
open
where
when
we
he
used
was
to go
there.
to.
It used to be a Subway.
You know why I know you used to go when I was there, or when you were there? Because I lived in the Shinshu dormitory across the street from Union Church.
And you used to stalk him?
No, but all the Punahou kids would go there.
Oh.
Because I was going to college there, so I was like, where are all these kids coming from?
Right.
And there was Punahou.
Used to always
Yeah.
go to Korean barbecue. It was like a place called Myong's right around.
Oh my God, we
You
were just talking
invoked
about
a name
Myong's.
that comes from
Oh,
the
yeah.
80s, my friend, because he and his
Yes.
friend got into a fight
James
somewhere,
Roche.
and then they would go there and make fun of the lady, the waitress, all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, that place closed down too.
So that was
Yeah.
next to the old police station, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
no
yeah.
longer there. Yeah, best Korean chicken
I've
in the
never
world.
been
It was
that
so
place.
good.
So crazy.
Yeah, you know the brothers, James Roche and I, were there 4 days a week, and he made it on the cooking show just recently.
Oh, the food from there?
Yeah,
the
he
chicken?
made the Myong's chicken. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Sterling, that's a good
That's
spot.
deep. That's
Yeah.
legit. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you know he not fronting.
Yeah, you get
He
one.
didn't just come across the pulley
You
in
have a
his
local
Mercedes
patch.
and get dropped off at Punahou and then pick back up.
Ooh, I have a
That's some cool-
Mercedes.
That's cool. I'm PR spinning your whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's how it went down, everybody.
Yeah,
That's how it went down.
yeah.
Do you cook local
Facts.
food at home?
No. I've never
No?
even tried. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I'll make like spam and eggs and rice, but like,
yeah. No Simon, no
That's a lot of commitment there
Yeah.
with assignment.
packaged Simon,
No, it's
top ramen.
I mean, I used to a lot. Now I don't. Cause
Yeah. Well, you got money now. Yeah. I'm not gonna put this poison in my body.
Yeah,
Are
well,
you kidding me?
have you seen the pictures? I'm
Yeah.
just saying, not to objectify Hawaii because whatever, but he's a fine specimen of a human being. Mazel to your parents, my friend, because yes.
Would you like
Claps
Would you like
all
him
the
to
way
take off
around.
his shirt for
No, because
for the
that's
show?
weird, and
All right.
I'm in the kupuna status, so it would be weird. But
Wow, Sterling, Miss Universe just said you're
I'm
fine.
just saying.
Yeah, you better send her
You're
a Christmas
lovely,
card.
lovely
Have
human
the
being on the
universal
inside,
approval.
You do.
but also lovely packaging.
We got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back. For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com. Beachside Roofing, the leaders. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We have Sterling Sulieman here hanging out, Punahou boy from Kailua.
Whoop, whoop.
Now living in Hollywood, chasing the dream, and he's doing it. Living the dream, I should say.
Can I just for a minute nerd out for a second?
Go ahead.
Because I was a Vampire Diaries. Like,
Were you?
Oh,
How did you
like-
like doing that show?
come on, spill the dirt.
that show was really fun. I remember this didn't make it on air, but one time they had put in the teeth. I had to
Right.
bite into this like rubber neck, and then they just squirted blood into my mouth, and they're like, and you have to suck it in and then come up. We wanted to see it all. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
Wow.
You gotta really rip in there. I was like, oh, great, yeah.
That's crazy.
Vampirism 101.
These vampire movies really have taken off, haven't they? There's so many different
and
kinds.
the fans, because let me tell you something, they're like Trekkies, but dark.
Yeah.
Dark Trekkies.
Dark.
More
More fashion.
Yeah, very like fashion. But you all like, was there a certain kind of makeup they did on you guys? Because you guys all had that sort of like,
Glow and glisten.
no, it
Pale.
was like a drawn, like intensive look, and y'all were like chiseled and fine, and it's weird.
It was a certain look that they chose.
It looks like I'm
Good-looking
just constantly hitting on you on the show.
You had good. It was all good-looking vampires.
I'm just saying, it was like
No, they do. It's like a moody lighting and
yeah.
like
I mean,
hazy.
you guys
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
look fabulous.
soft. It looks soft because you know why? When we were growing up, our vampire movies were Count Dracula.
Yeah.
From Sesame Street. So you had much to look at.
And you guys actually, in no offense to the girls on the show, because they were all cute, but the boys all look better than the girls.
Yeah, they did. Didn't
Like,
they?
Oh, I got to work with Kelly Hu when I did that.
Oh, really? Did you
Yeah.
bite her neck?
That's
No, she was like my
she
boss.
was the mom. She was like the mom of the
Oh.
den, right? And then there was like
Yeah.
all of you guys from a cave. if
Did
I
you guys do
remember
the
correctly.
Hawaii connection thing?
Oh,
Did
of
you know?
course, yeah.
You share lihimoy and stuff like that?
Exactly. Yeah.
What? You like eat lihimoy?
Okay, just pickle onions on set.
I always do that.
Rando.
When I meet well, when I get stopped or when you see a local person, you're like, oh, where you from? They go, what? You like lihimoy? They just go kind of get excited or
Like it's
do you?
crack or
Yeah.
Okay, weird.
Gosh, I was going to ask you something about the vampire thing. Are they redoing what's the Wesley Snipes one, the classic vampire?
Yes, they are.
They are, right?
Blade?
Blade. Who's playing that, and what's the name of it?
Mahershala Ali, I think, is doing it.
Okay.
Blade is coming back?
Yes.
Yeah.
A remake.
And
Didn't
they're
it
doing
just leave?
Interview with the Vampire is coming back as a series too.
Oh, really? And now do you get calls for these because you played a vampire? Do they typecast you?
No, I mean I did go out for the Interview with the Vampire one, but
Okay.
I think-
You
But
didn't get
I
the
mean, it was a
interview.
while ago. The Vampire Diaries has been off air for a good hot second.
But
Yeah.
my daughter who watches all vampire stuff, they watch them over and over.
Yes.
It's what's disgusting. Like
Yes.
I'll be at home going, we don't watch. Didn't you watch this already? No, I watched it 6 weeks ago. I didn't watch it this week. Yeah. What do you think it is about these movies, the vampire thing? What do you think it is? Because you're in it. What do you think it is?
Oh man, I got to put pressure on me.
Right.
I guess.
Speak for all vampires, really.
Oh, it's that deep connection, right? Isn't that it? They're always like, I love
Blood
you
and
for
biting necks.
eternity.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the vampire movies haven't taken off in the Philippines.
Have they not?
Didn't.
I don't
Anyway,
get
that was a deep one. Because we like blood. We eat blood all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, neither of us are Filipinos.
Yeah,
so
so
we're
that was
both like,
that was for my Filipino audience.
was that like a balut reference? Like,
But really, what do you think it is?
Well, I think they always punch up like the loving someone for eternity. Like that's
right, that's a
the
thing.
big
That's
thing.
the Romeo and
not
Juliet.
to sound like I'm hitting on him again, but y'all are fine looking.
Yeah.
Like it's like not
gotta
really
be
hard to
fine.
sell. It's like
Yeah.
fine looking men, who are hundreds of years older than the women, which is basically Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just a thing. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Do you
Magical
remember?
powers.
Did you watch The Lost Boys? Do you remember that one?
No,
It's
No,
an
I
old
never
school
saw that one.
90s. Yeah, but it's a classic and it's
He's
been
too young.
coming up.
Like Kiefer Sutherland, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Jamie Gertz.
Yes.
She was my spirit animal.
So he knows. You know about that movie, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Yeah.
it. The Coreys were on it, Haim
Yeah.
and the other
Yes.
ones, Feldman.
Because I'm wondering if like you guys would watch those and practice and study those. But anyway, we got to end the show already.
Okay, I'm gonna give you gifts.
We got some gifts for you, Sterling.
Tees. We got you a Mele Kalikimaka shirt. So you can
Yes,
rock
and yellow
this,
too. I love yellow.
Yeah.
Right? And then we got Pigeon Emoji. They're a sponsor. Thank you. These are
Congratulations, everything that
fortune
you're doing,
cookies and
Sterling.
pigeon.
We're very proud of you. Keep representing Punahou and Hawaii.
Yay!
And
Thank you.
join us on the long version of this show.
Don't say
We'll see you
long.
guys next time. Ahui ho.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome back
Dance.
to the long version of It's a Hawaii Thing, the
Stop saying
extended
wrong.
version.
Thank you. Ugh.
The better version.
Yes.
The long part of it. Please subscribe and leave us a comment. We have Sterling Sulieman. We're talking about vampire movies and
We can stop
Lost
now.
Boys. No, I want to continue this. This is a
Okay.
very good.
I didn't
part
mean
of,
to
It's
geek
part of
out,
my
but-
life.
Oh, what
It's part of
happened?
my growth in life. The not Interview with a Vampire. Lost Boys.
Yes.
Was that the first
No,
like boy?
No.
like teenage. Sensation of a vampire movie.
I
Was there
can't-
anything else before
I'm
that?
not
Anybody?
Roger Ebert, so I
You guys
can't
watch anything
really
else
speak
to
to
do
it.
with
Yeah, it's hard to
vampires?
know.
I think Lost Boys was the one that put all the
feel like you're
good-looking
making it up.
boys. Well, who was in the movie?
It was just
All
Jason
good-looking
Patrick.
guys.
It was just Jason Patrick.
No, there's 5. Can somebody Google this? Lost Boys. There's like 5 big names.
Well, one of the shorter Howley one. Well, that's not specific. From Bill and Ted's, not Keanu, but the other
yeah,
one.
oh yeah. What was his name?
He was in it as well.
That's
but
a
he
good
had
one.
like a supernumerary role. He wasn't the main.
But
guy.
they all became big stars.
No, not all of them. But
They did pretty
Anybody
good
else?
for a bit, though.
the
Yeah.
Hames did. I mean, all the Corey boys.
Corey boys.
They all broke out, but it was Jason Patrick at his height. Like that guy was like untouchable. He was the main brother who became the vampire. And
Wasn't one of the boys from The Outsiders in that? One of the characters as well. Remember The Outsiders? Stay Gold, Pony Boy.
wow, you're gonna quote
That
lyrics.
that era, because that was the era of all great movies from the 90s. There were so many.
I think that was in the 80s.
Or 80s, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Late 80s, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't born yet that time. Anyway,
Okay.
I just want to talk about vampires now.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was trying to like hold in my inner CW geekiness, but I was like, I'm in the presence of
Yeah.
one of the vampires. I need to take my shot. So I took my shot, and now I'm good. We're moving on.
All right. Sterling, what do you like to watch? What's the last thing you watched on Netflix?
Ooh, the last thing I watched on Netflix. Yeah, I'm trying to figure. I just watched Ted Lasso. I was behind.
Oh my God, what a show!
Yeah.
I love that show.
I just want to eat the cookies from the show.
I love that show.
Yeah, it does make
me
you want to
too.
eat those
it
cookies.
makes
You're like,
you want
what's
to eat
so
the
good about them?
cookies. Yeah. Why are they so obsessed with the cookies? The one lady that looked like a man.
I think the reason I love that show is because there's so many messages in it.
I don't get the
And
messages.
and I know you don't.
Yeah.
But the cookie message is a good one because I don't think the message was that they were so good. I think the message was this lady was in so much turmoil, and this guy
You could say
consistently.
she was kind of a bitch.
She is not kind of. She was.
Yeah.
No.
But he turned her around
With cookies.
Well, the significance of it is
Right.
everyone took everything from her. Now this guy comes along and starts catering to her and showing her attention
that's
and
deep.
giving it this mean
That is
thing.
deep, yeah.
So if you're an angry person and somebody does that to you, it changes you and you're like, oh, what's going
I'm
on
not prepared
here?
for how deep Lanai is being.
Chipping away
It's
at
very
her.
Right?
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Don't you agree though?
Yes, for sure.
When you watch the show, what do you get out of it?
When I went to show
Did you watch 2 seasons already? Because the second season happened, right?
I only watched
Yes.
the first season.
Oh, you haven't
wa-
done second
I watched
season yet?
both in 2 days. By
I
the way.
haven't seen second
Oh.
season
Yeah,
yet. That's why.
it is because it's so much messages in it. What did you get out of it?
It's like a Punahou test.
Yeah, I was. What's
So
critical
much
thinking
pressure.
over here? Yeah.
That's what this show is about.
I
critical
stopped
thinking.
watching it because they got divorced. Him and Olivia Wilde got divorced. And then I
No,
was like,
that's
I can't
why-
watch it anymore. I've seen too much. I know too much. Harry Styles is now banging his ex-wife. I can't do it.
No, you have to watch it. So come on, let me Sterling, what did
Ted
you
Lasso.
get out of it?
I think it's changing television a little bit because
Yes.
it's like it's changing kind of the tone of how comedy is working.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I was even told to watch it, to see some
Okay.
of the choices that people are making in that show and how he
Right.
always spins everything positive, but like still has that emotional work going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's mostly like a feel good message from that show, right?
Yeah. Totally. And I think everyone needs to watch it. That's why I always ask people when they say they saw it, hey, look how many awards it won. Like its
I know.
first season. I was like, what the
I
hell?
was really happy because of the divorce situation. I was just like,
Yeah.
that's just sort of like a F you, I'm okay kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. But it really shows what the world is going through. I think that the timing was perfect. What the world is going through and how you can make it positive.
Yeah,
It really
I think
does.
Jason Sudeikis somewhere said something like, "I don't know why Americans like it. It's about something they hate,
Yes.
which is soccer and
Yeah.
kindness."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I was like,
Man, does
"Dang."
he know the market?
You know,
Yeah.
are we out of time already?
We're on
Really?
YouTube. We
Yeah,
don't
I
have
know, but-
time. Time doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
weren't you? No, they were asking me what about time. They were doing
Okay.
this to me. What I wanted to ask you was when you first watched the first couple episodes, because I had a feeling when I first watched it. What did you think of him? What did you think?
Of Ted Lasso?
Yeah, of Ted Lasso.
Oh.
I mean, at first I was like, "This is like not annoying," but I was like, "Is this like a real person? Does this really like drop?"
Do people like
in
this
to be-"
exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I
And-
thought? I thought he was maybe autistic,
Wow.
like or
Oh.
something was not
Don't
right.
write in. Like, this is
Right.
Lanai. This does not reflect the rest
That,
of us.
that
here on the
doesn't
show.
mean that doesn't mean anything bad.
Okay.
It could be part of the character.
Nope.
But right, that character, you were like, is this guy what?
Off.
Is this guy? Yeah, is he straight? What's going on with this guy?
Right.
Yeah, you
Right?
do kind of almost want like, okay, where did you learn to be like this? Because it's
Yes.
not how people behave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what it reminded me of?
You.
A guy with Aloha, like a guy who generally
So you.
had so much. Do I have? You think I'm full of Aloha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only nicest thing you've ever said about me in our 30 years of friendship. Jesus Christ. Can you do my eulogy? No. It'll be real short.
Yeah.
But don't you get that? That's what I was trying to get at from him. This guy with full of aloha, and it doesn't matter what life throws at you. You got to
Yeah.
make it good. Right?
I guess.
Yeah, and every
Really
turn he's
pouring it
doing
on
that,
thick
even with
this
his
Ted
like
Lasso
divorce
thing.
in the
Yes.
show.
Right?
Yeah.
I want everyone to watch it. Everybody in this room needs to watch it. That's
Oh
your
my
homework.
gosh.
I'm going to go watch it again tonight.
Wow. Cut
When-
to him having stocks in Netflix.
When does the
Right.
when does the next season start? Do
It
you know?
just finished the second season. Give him a hot second. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah. she said.
I needed to sort of dig in because, when you come home because you might or might not be coming home for said times for holidays. Where do you go when you come home? Not that we're stalking, because this got really creepy too. But
would you like to have dinner at Side Street Inn with us?
Where does the windward hoi polloi hang out these days? Like what's the hip happening spots?
Wow, you think I know the hip happening spots?
Of course you do.
On the windward
Of
side.
course. I mean, come on.
Hey, there's a new speakeasy in Kailua.
Oh, I heard about that. My sister.
I heard it was good.
It.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll be.
Your sister went?
Yeah, she
How
took
did
my
Your
parents.
sister went already?
How did she say it was?
I think they said it was great.
Yeah, I want to
Wow.
check it out.
So now
What
they have
does
to take
that
me.
mean? It's a speakeasy.
You know what a speakeasy is?
I mean, I know the word. I was an English major,
Yeah,
so
it's a speakeasy.
it's Hawaii. You're
It's
really
hidden.
gonna have to be way
Yeah.
more specific.
So
that
the-
could be someone's garage.
So there's
It
two
could be-
there's two speakeasies right now on the island. One is Orange Tree, where you have to go enter through a soda machine. You don't even know it's there
You're
unless
lying.
somebody invites
Here
you.
in Hawaii?
Yeah, right. It's here down the
That's
street.
fun.
I've been there like 4 times
It's a
already.
lot of credit.
It's an
Okay.
amazing little bar too. Really good drinks and stuff, huh?
Hawaiian Brian's.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to tell everybody. If you know, you're not supposed to tell anybody because you can only get in through a text.
You can
Yeah.
only get in through.
If anybody wants to go, text me. I'll get you in. And then the other one is what we're talking about in Kailua, which is a restaurant speakeasy where you enter into a liquor store, and it's
Yeah.
in the back of a liquor store, and you didn't even know it's there.
But you
What?
can make reservations
Yeah, that's
for
a
that one.
speak. You
But
have to make a reservation.
on Open Table, by the way.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
But if you don't know, you don't know. There's no advertising for
Unless
it.
you go to Open Table.
Foodland
Yeah.
opened one
Where's the Foodland one?
last week.
Where?
Foodland opened a speakeasy
Where is it at?
in a
Foodland
Foodland,
opened one.
obviously.
Which Foodland?
The one here, I think. Right?
Time
I
out.
go there all the time. I
Time
didn't
out.
know
This
anything
is a-
about
Like it's a bar back there.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
happening behind the meat section? What's going on?
Is it
I
really?
think it is actually behind.
The meat section.
You have to like
behind the meat
order
section.
I literally
something
just made that up.
specific. Yeah. Give me the salami.
Yeah.
Sterling, have you been to the? I'm going to say the name wrong, and I apologize. It's like
here we
La Sagargo, La Salargo. It's in Hollywood. It's a speakeasy rum and cigar place. Have you been to
La
that?
descarga. Yeah.
There you go. You need to
Yeah.
text that to me because I keep trying to find it. But I was invited there one time. Do you remember it? Have you been?
I haven't been yet. I've actually been wanting to go for years.
It's pretty dope. It's like in
Yeah.
this. There's no signs. There's a guy standing outside with a clipboard. You cannot get in unless you're invited. They take you up a stairwell. There's
So
a
it's
girl
basically all of Hollywood.
that checks you in,
Yeah,
and
kind
she's
of.
sitting behind a desk in a dark room, and there's a closet.
So it's basically an audition in Hollywood.
You open the closet. She moves all the clothes, and you walk into the closet, and you're on this catwalk with a
Nope.
live band
Nope.
below you, and this place is just jumping.
Yeah, this
and it's
sounds like
cigars
sex trafficking
and
to
like
me,
it's
salsa
and
music
rum.
not
and-
into
Yeah,
it.
it's all salsa music, like
Yeah.
more like Cuban style, a Cuban feel, because it's cigars and rum.
We have another
It's
one called
amazing.
Davy Wayne's, which is like 70s stuff, and you enter through
Really?
So
fridge
speakeasies
in the
is a
garage.
thing now? Is that what I'm getting? Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
a thing?
it's been
Is
a
it
while.
the new like rain cafe?
It's been around for a while.
It's like McDonald's.
Now, where is this one at that you're talking about?
in Hollywood also, I think.
What street? Do you know?
I want to say Gower.
Can you send that one to me too?
I'm sorry. Can we get into the fact? What are the rules of the speakeasy game? What makes it called
So
the
you
speakeasy?
know the hashtag if you know you know.
Kinda.
That's kind of a thing. Like if you know you know that it's one of those. Well, you know where it came from, right? The
No.
prohibition. You
Oh,
couldn't you
right.
couldn't sell liquor, so they had these
Back in
private
the gym
places.
days when you were a baby.
Yes.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So that style. So a lot of people don't know this either. This last 2 years, there's about a dozen underground bars in Hawaii because they
Mm-hmm. Oh, because you
couldn't stay
couldn't-
open.
and you couldn't
Oh.
congregate.
You couldn't congregate. You couldn't be open.
So they were
That's why
breaking
it
the
started.
law.
Breaking the law. Correct.
So they were maybe
Holla.
spreading disease. That's right.
That's where it was. That's where it was happening.
Got
it was
it.
happening in these bars.
Okay.
And the reason
you
I
gotta
know
do it,
is because the first month that we went in lockdown, a friend of mine says, "Hey, let's go have a drink." And I said, "Where?" Everything's closed. And he took me to a place, and I could not believe it. There was about 50 people in this underground
Oh.
bar, and they were all drinking in
Without masks, in
and-
close proximity to each
yeah,
other.
yeah. So
Wow.
I found out there was about a dozen of them the last 2 years.
But
Wow.
those were a product of the pandemic. These speakeasies that you can go to at Open Table,
Yeah.
these are these are establishments.
Establishments.
These are not illegal, illicit gambling dens in Kalihi.
Not at all.
These are actual bar type hipster places. And you have to, the rules of the game Hawaii, just in case you're taking notes for the quiz later, is you have to not know where it is, but know where it is.
Okay, well, I'll give you an example. So do you, Sterling, you ever heard of Brass? BRASS?
Have I heard
The
it? Is it a
compound?
place?
Brass. Yeah, it's a club.
Okay, no, I haven't heard of
You
it.
heard of Brass? So Kimo has. Brass used to be, and this is kind of how these other ones started in LA. This started 25 years ago. Brass was all the top musicians from famous bands. And nobody knew who they were. They were just band members. And they once a month would get together in a warehouse in Hollywood, and you wouldn't know where it was. The promoter would text you the address the morning of the event, and you would show up. Everybody from Snoop Dogg to Dre to everybody would show up this place, and they would put a band together, and if you played an instrument, you would jump on. So there could be 15 people jamming on a session, and then a rapper would come up and just freestyle over this.
Crazy.
But it was all brass instruments how it started. It got so big that they had to keep it to a guest list, and it was so many celebrities. I mean, Jamie Foxx was there. All these big celebrities would go, that they would constantly move it around because they wanted to get rid of people.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Keep
so
it exclusive.
So my cousin ran the security for Brass.
Who, Tim Caliente?
No, Baron Tabora. He ran the security, so I would always get the text like, hey, if you're in town, Brass is here, and this is who's gonna be there. It was
that's
amazing.
great.
So all these kind of little speakeasies in Hollywood kind of followed that, or the promoters kind of followed that concept.
We should do that in Hawaii with Hawaiian music.
Exactly what we were talking about. You
But
call
like
it
at a
strings
Jermaine's
or-
Luau type
They do that
place.
with like pop-up restaurants and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of
Yeah,
pop-ups.
he does pop-ups in town.
I'll let you know when I do one in LA.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, we just did one at that hotel they renovated in Koreatown. That old Mayfair Hotel. Was it May? It's on the edge of Koreatown. It's an old school.
There is no edge to Koreatown. It just goes on.
Well, it's like Koreatown, the hotel, and then the freeway, and then downtown LA. It's like at that edge.
Okay.
But we did a pop up in there, and we had 30 people.
Cool.
Yeah, if I can drop names, Leonardo DiCaprio showed up.
Wow.
That's a
okay.
name.
And it was sponsored by Cristal. So I'm sorry. What's the high end? Louis the 13th. It was sponsored by Louis the 13th. So, you know, shots like $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was only 30 people, but that's what I'm talking about. You have these kind of pop up dinners
That's
or
great, yeah.
events. Yeah.
People like
You go-
exclusive things.
Yes, for sure.
He's stuck up.
Do you go to a lot of Hollywood things?
You know, I used to, and then, I mean, now it's still weird since COVID. Like, I haven't really been going out,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your next project you're working on?
Nothing right now. I'm kind of loose. I mean, the writing thing. Me and my writing partner are trying to get. We're trying to actually do a podcast version of our show, so we're getting that off the ground. I think in February.
Oh, cool.
We're adding music and stuff. So Christmas break
Nice.
is going to be busy rewriting and getting music involved and stuff.
Well, congratulations.
Right.
Let us know if we can help you and promote it.
Oh, will do. Please.
Yeah, because, you know, he's a whole podcast empire now with Wikio. So, you know, he's always looking for new content.
It will be soon. But
So-
congratulations on everything, Sterling. It's good to catch up with you again.
Yeah, it's so nice.
You want to tell everybody where you're at on the social media handles?
Oh, sure. Just Instagram at Sterling Sulieman.
Okay.
Very, very clear.
Very simple, very concise.
Do you do the twit thing? Do you tweet?
Did you
I
just
don't
say
tweet.
twit?
You know,
Yeah, sorry.
my name used to be Popolo Life, and
Shut the front door.
all of my
good
reps
one.
were like, "You have to change that." Nobody knows what that is.
Popolo is a game you play on a horse. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. Please tell your sister we said hi.
Yes.
I will. I will.
Keep working, man. Keep representing the way you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Sterling
you.
Sulieman, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Don't comment.
Leave us a comment about what you think of Brooke's outfit today. And we'll see you next time. Hui ho.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa. It's a